How you doing, guys? Noticed lately a bunch of people putting videos on YouTube of their tool bag for electricians specifically. So I thought, hey, let everybody check out my tool bag. Little back story: I am an electrician at a hospital. This is my bag to head out to troubleshoot speed drives. I bring this with me when I'm bending conduit. Some stuff gets added, some stuff gets removed day to day depending on the job. You know, I don't have a jab saw in here at all times or a pipe wrench for rigid at all times. I don't have all my insulated tools in here for all times, but this is just the bag I have with me all day, every day. Start off with the Klein tool backpack. A lot of guys gripe about it. Not a whole lot of room, they say, but I think there's plenty. I do wish I had room for a drill, I will say that, but it's a nice bag regardless. I got the Milwaukee tape measure, the magnetic tip. It's got numbers on both sides of the tape, which is awesome, handy. And if I break it, I just go to Home Depot, give it back, and they give me a new one. So you can't really beat that. Klein magnetizer, demagnetizer for screwdriver ends. The 11-in-1 by Milwaukee. I got the combo tip on the back side, which is really good for outlets, receptacles, and light switches. Fluke tick detector. I had the Klein, didn't like it. Fluke's a lot better, pay the extra money. Milwaukee razor knife, pretty standard. Cheapo flashlight from Harbor Freight. Got this discontinued Klein knife. It's got a Skinner on there for insulation, a knife, and flathead screwdriver. I pretty much just have it for the Skinner. It's really nice for service entrance cable. Some 1700 tape. Got a front pouch. I got a Craftsman, just a small Craftsman socket set with a impact adapter, because when I'm working with strut, it's nice to have the impact. And then down there is just Craftsman and Stanley hex and Torx sets. The Torx I don't use them often, but when I need them, they're awfully handy. And this pouch up here, it's really nice for safety glasses, notepads, Ugly's book, electrical reference manual. I kind of keep them. I don't use them all that often. Mostly I use the Ugly's for bending conduit because I do it enough, but sometimes I need to look up my numbers. So inside this bag, I think this is where it's really nice. Everything's so accessible. You open it up. There's some people who complain about the zippers. Honestly, if you don't load this thing down, there's nothing wrong with these zippers. I see the guys who complain about the zippers, and they got stuff crammed in between, and they got just the thing overloaded. But it has these three nice pouches on the front, space in the bottom for this Milwaukee bag, which just has screws and drill bits and random stuff you don't really need to see in there. It's a nice bag. But then, you got your standard stuff that everybody has. Channel locks, an adjustable, Klein linesman's, Klein needle nose, small strippers. Now, everybody knows Klein. What a lot of people don't know is Milwaukee. These Milwaukee tools, are they all that they're cracked up to be? So here's two stories from Milwaukee. You got your diagonals, or as I call them, dikes. I know it's 2019 and I shouldn't, but you got your dikes and you got these needle nose strippers. I'll start off with the needle strippers. You got your screw cutters for number 6s and number 8s. Cuts beautifully. Strips 8 to 18 solid and 10 to 20 stranded. It's got that needle nose. These are worth it. I don't remember how much I paid for them. I can't imagine it was too much. Probably somewhere near 18 bucks, I think. These are really good. People stick their nose up at them. Oh, it's gimmicky. Don't knock it till you try it. I think they're worth a try. Now these dikes, these are 8 inches. They are complete hot garbage compared to my Kleins. The only reason I don't have the Klein is because I blew them up. And Milwaukee was doing a thing, if you buy 3 hand tools, or 2 hand tools, you get one free. The other one's a pair of line spins that they're a little bulky. The handles kind of, you see how these handles are. I like the streamlined handles of the Klein, so they stay at home. They're what I do with my side jobs with. But these, I thought, well, you know, it's got this serrated sides here, this texture side. It's crap. You can't ream anything with that. You can ream 1/2 inch, that's it, because they're so tiny. I would not recommend these. I would recommend these. I wouldn't recommend the linesmans. They're not the worst linesmans in the world. I don't prefer them. I like my Kleins, but the needle strippers, they're pretty fantastic. So got my fluke meter inside these pouches, Roll Super 33, lockout, tag out stuff, and then I got this little Lux Pro flashlight. It's got a hook, it's got magnets. It looks dumb, I get it, but it's got a decent magnet on it. You can stick it on there. It's got a good flashlight on it, and it works. You can close it, it shuts off. It's neat for a couple bucks. It's a good little flashlight to carry around. You can stick it on a piece of ductwork behind your head while you're up in the ceiling. And so we got our standard flathead screwdrivers for little stuff. This one flips, actually has a Phillips on the inside. Freebies from Erie Bearings, which is our VFD supply company, and Lutron, which is our lighting controls company. They're neat. They're you know, they're nice, but this 4-in-1 by Klein is the best. I will say that this is the first generation of them, and the tip doesn't stay in there very well. From what I'm told, they fixed that, but I don't like the fact that the tip didn't stay in all that well. They say they fixed it. The next generation, I'd like to go buy one. I can take this one home, use it on my motorcycle or whatever. I got these extensions here. I hate changing tips, so I just made one flat, taped it blue. These are from Milwaukee. They're nice and strong. They're good for an impact gun. Milwaukee Sharpie. So, you know, it writes just as good as a Sharpie. I guess just as it's red, it makes it cooler. This is an Ullman slotted screwdriver. Now, you can buy a lot of slotted screwdrivers like this, but all the ones I found other than this Ullman are not insulated. This is plastic. This is really good for heaters, on motor starters, taking the screws. If you got to reach back far into a bucket station, they're really nice for that. You don't want to get your hands in there. Even when stuff's powered down, you know, in a bucket station, sometimes stuff's pretty far reached. So you can just kind of throw the screw on the end, holds it in place for you, reach real far back in. They're nice. I think it's like $8, so it's pretty nice. I got my Empire bubble level. It's 30, 45, 0, and 90. It's got the clamp on the end for conduit, which our rigid bender actually doesn't have degree marks. So this thing is a lifesaver. Find a flat piece of ground somewhere, it's handy, and it's got earth magnets. It's really tough. I mean, you can hear that. It's good. It sticks on there really nice. This is comparable to the Klein one, the orange one you always see. Empire is a good company for levels, though. I would recommend Empire, no problem. I have this Craftsman level. This is more or less a straight edge. This is good for, you know, straighten up cover plates or marking out for a box to cut for a light switch or an outlet. This is much better, so I just keep them both in there. I got these Irwin. I'll just bring out the flathead. The set here was like $8 for the set off of Amazon. It's a really good construction screwdriver. Beat the hell out of these. $8 for the set. You can't really complain. They're real tough. Next thing, I got my Klein double insulated tools rated to 1,000 volts. These are good for when you're working in a live panel, obviously. Safety first. Flathead and Phillips. Flathead's always a little bit longer with those. And I got Klein screwdrivers. I don't generally use these all that much because Most of the stuff I would use them for, I just have the 11-in-1. But stuff that's on a DIN rail, a fuse block, or like you're working in a bucket station, it's maybe not live, and you can reach in. Really, these are good for the controls and some equipment that I use, AC equipment. I can get back in there to get some stuff done. They're, you know, magnetic tips. Just good Klein screwdrivers. You can't complain about Klein screwdrivers. My Klein conduit reamer. Run quite a bit of EMT, and it's really good. I don't know if everybody knows that, but if you buy this set here, you can throw that on a strut strap and really wrench down, or even a box connector, EMT box connector, and you can really get some good torque on that. Make sure everything's nice and tight. And then my favorite new tools. These are 4-in-1 box end wrenches, ratcheting, reversible. I say 4-in-1 because this side 11/16, this side 3/4. So you got 2 of them. You got 8 sizes. What I actually bought these for was for doing strut work, tightening down strut straps, or really anything. I mean, that was kind of the main idea I had, but they don't actually work for strut straps. The heads are entirely too thick. You can't get in on the nut well enough. But they're nice. I use them a lot for taking covers off of big exhaust fans. We have some cabinets that are hiding motors, like air handlers and stuff like that, little ones in the ceiling. These are really good for taking that stuff apart. I would really recommend them. They're the Crescent X6 line. They're just good quality. And I want to say it was $24 for these. So now I don't have to carry around sockets. So that's nice. I guess open up my toolbox. This is just a freaking garbage toolbox that my company supplies for me. Insulated screwdrivers, a pair of vice grip crimpers. I got my Roto Zip, some nut drivers, cheap crimpers, Allen wrenches, some metric box end wrenches, Milwaukee flashlight that's just gotten too big and bulky for me to carry every day. Fuse pullers. This is a nice little wire marker. I'm not sure why that's not in my tool bag. I need to put that back in the tool bag. And then these are really nice Milwaukee tin snips. Nice to have. Snap ring pliers. Those are ones that are junk. Don't buy them. Milwaukee. I just made a little sheath. Milwaukee jab saw. Cobalt multi-tip screwdriver. Some picks from Arbor Freight. Hacksaw. And then this guy. Snobs are going to stick their nose up at that logo. Doyle. But hey, I don't run big stuff all that much. So I'm not going to go out and buy myself a big, giant, expensive pair of slip lock pliers. I'm going to go to Arbor Freight and I'm going to get a big, giant pair of Doyles. So they're pretty nice. Honestly, they may be made of a cheaper metal, but for the price, I'm not going to complain. And then just, I got some work gloves, some slips from work duct tape, and insulated gloves in there. But yeah, just thought it'd be cool. I like watching your guys' videos, so maybe you'll get something out of my video. Thanks.